Amsterdam. Yesterday we took a train from London to here. We went on the Eurostar. The Chunnel, which is where the Eurostar goes in, is 50 kilometers long. It is the longest undersea railway. It took 13,000 workers to build, and it is 50 meters below the English Channel. There are up to 400 trains a day, and with those 400 trains, 57,000 passengers. There are 3 tubes. 2 of them are for the trains, the other is for maintenance, and there are tubes that connect to the other tubes to release pressure so it doesn't slow the train down. It took 5 years to build, and it started in 1987. The top speed is 300 kilometers per hour, but in the tunnel the train slows down so it doesn't vibrate a lot to 160 kilometers per hour. And now you know about the Chunnel.
We need to go the other way.
Canadian of the coach, and please make sure you are sitting in a correct seat respecting your place of service. Thank you. Bonjour et bienvenue à bord de notre Eurostar à destination d'Amsterdam. Nous desservirons les gares de Lille-Europe, Bruxelles et Rotterdam.
We're off to Amsterdam.
Welcome to Amsterdam. Within a few minutes, we will be arriving at Amsterdam Central Station, our final stop. Please remember to take all your personal belongings with you, and please mind the gap between the train steps and the platform.
Amsterdam. And here are some fun facts about the Netherlands. Not Holland, only outsiders call it Holland. Let's see. You must be wondering why I have this ice cream. Well, my dad forgot to press play when we were doing this in actual Amsterdam.
You keep saying we're in Amsterdam. Come on.
Right.
I don't believe you.
Okay, that's why. And he only owes me this because I need to do it twice now.
Here we are in Amsterdam.
Here we are in Amsterdam. And fun facts about the Netherlands. Not Holland, only outsiders call it Holland. Did I say that twice?
It's alright.
The Dutch are the tallest nationality in the world. Wonder how good they are at basketball. 26% of the Netherlands is below sea level. Anybody hear a connection there? The National Court of Justice is here in
Amsterdam.
It still has over 1,000 wooden working windmills.
Ooh, they're so beautiful.
The Netherlands is the third largest exporter of agriculture products, behind the U.S., France, and it has 32,000 kilometers of bicycle paths. There are the same number of bikes as people and twice as many bikes as cars. It must be really addicted to bicycles. Let's see. The high point in the country is 323 meters above sea level. Their ski team must be terrible. The population is 18 million, and there are about 422 people per square kilometer. And there are 33,000 square kilometers. In Canada, 39 million people. About 9 million square kilometers. There are about 4 people per square kilometer. Dutch colonies: Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Netherlands, Antilles, Tobago, Suriname, Guyana, South Africa, parts of Malaysia, New Amsterdam, only Gen Alpha and Gen Z people call it New York, Albania, and trading posts in Japan, New Zealand, and Ghana. Now you know some cool facts about the Netherlands. Here, in Paris.
Here we are on a rainy afternoon in Paris, and we're reflecting upon Amsterdam to let you make sense of the videos and the pictures you're going to see after we finish this section of our travel update. So we're doing a John and Yoko in bed. I said get comfortable, and this is what they wanted. So, the first thing was...
He did not let us get comfortable.
You're comfortable. Anyway, so the first really cool thing that we did was getting here. We took a train from London to Amsterdam underneath the English Channel, through the Channel. So the train was called the Eurostar, and it got up to 300 kilometers an hour. And the Channel was really cool too. It just got dark for about, 20 minutes maybe. Then all of a sudden we're in France, and we went through France, and then Belgium and into Amsterdam. That was really cool.
It was cool. One cool thing about Amsterdam were the streets full of flowers and bicycles and cheese shops and flower shops and all the bulbs and tubers that they were selling in the little markets and all the different types of cheeses. And the buildings were amazing. It was beautiful.
Some are crooked because the foundations are really kind of wobbly. So you see crooked buildings with gaps in between them like this, like that.
Yeah.
And then we really liked
the bicycles too.
Yeah, lots of bicycles. You really had to be careful because the bikes will run you over at any point. There's tons of bike lanes, but they have the right of way, so be careful.
Yeah, you have to. They don't stop.
Another thing that we really liked was the boat tour and the canals. We saw really cool like houseboats. Apparently they were the cheapest way to live like 50 years ago. Now it's one of the most expensive.
Yeah, all the hippies went to Amsterdam in the early 70s.
And they used to live on the houseboats because there was no taxes, so they could live, no tax on the property. But now they get taxed, so now it is the most expensive place to live in Amsterdam.
Thank you to Jana and Lenta, who were our Amsterdam friends. We met them last year when they came. They were high school kids, and they went to their teacher and submitted a plan to go to Newmarket, Ontario, Canada to investigate the hospice system and spend 2 weeks there learning and volunteering. And I met them there doing music, and we quickly invited them back to our house for dinner and a campfire and took them out back to see the beaver pond and gave them a couple hockey jerseys. And they were lovely. They wanted to show us around, and they took us to this park where it was like a miniature Netherlands. I almost said it, but I didn't. Miniature Netherlands with all these famous buildings from all over and other things you can investigate too. And then we went and we had a picnic in the park with them, and they showed us some Dutch foods that we need to eat. So we ate them, and some were good.
We tried bitterballen. It was interesting, and I won't say. I think it was an acquired taste.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we had it when we were kids, we'd love it. And then another thing that was like a cheese, like a mozzarella stick.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a pillow of cheese. That was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Doesn't like cheese.
And yeah. And then when we got there, we were walking around and we found the is it the Rusk Museum? I think it's Rusk for short. And we didn't have any time booked, so we walked around the back, and there's a beautiful park. And in the park of the museum, they had easels up, and we rented an easel for €5 for 45 minutes and did this lovely piece of chalk pastels and charcoal artwork.
And it looks like a clock from the Alice in Wonderland. It's really cool.
It's very a surreal take on one of the clocks that was in the park ground.
We also liked the diamond tour. I saw a fake version of the Hope Diamond, which I thought it was going to be a lot bigger.
And the lady we talked to, was really informative. What were you going to say?
And also it was free, so free is good.
Nice.
And we met the woman. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we met a woman that had put the most facets on on the world's smallest diamond. So she had her name in the Guinness Book of World Records. I think it was 56 facets on a diamond that was the size of a pin mark. If you dotted a pin on your hand, that's how big the diamond was.
I asked her where the diamond was, and she said it's under her pillow. She sleeps with it every night under her pillow. And we went to a wooden ship, a tall ship in the harbor called the Amsterdam, and it's a recreation. I think it was finished in 1995, I believe, and it's gorgeous. You'll see some of the photos, and I'd sort of forgotten about how involved the Dutch were in exploring the world, and they had some colonies, and Julian told you about those, or he will. and trading posts all over the world. It's just fantastic to be in this ship that was an exact replica of an old sailing ship. It's amazing. Yeah. So thank you, Netherlands, and thank you. Oh, and we also met up with a former student of mine that I taught in grade 5.
I forgot.
Yeah, Kat.
Sorry,
and that was
Kat.
wonderful spending an evening with you, Kat, in the park and having dinner. And we love you, and we love Jana and Lenta in Amsterdam and Holland. So anything else? The Netherlands.
It was beautiful. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I know that you're videoing me.
Dici di no.
Lenta. They're showing us the entire country of Holland right now.
In 1 hour.
It's really cool. It's a lot smaller than it seems like. Monsters. Here we are in the Netherlands. Don't say Holland. with our really good friends, Jana and Lenta.
Yeah.
And we met them last year when they came to Canada to learn about the hospice system. So now they're going to tell us about Dutch food.
Here we have stroopwafels. They're very famous in the Netherlands. It's basically like 2 waffles with caramel syrup in between them. Yeah, we eat them pretty much all day. Not at a specific moment, but usually it's eaten as a snack. With tea or coffee.
Okay, and then we have like snacks, typical Dutch snacks. These are kaasvlees. So it's cheese with just like fried cheese actually. We have bitterballen. So these are balls with like some sort of meat in it and then also fried.
Yeah.
And then we have kroketten, which is a lot like bitterballen but then just big actually. And we have a frikandel. I don't really like the frikandel, but it is something very typical.
And they sometimes eat it with like bread.
Yeah, sometimes it's even on bread, but it is even, yeah, it's both nice. And then we of course have fries with mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.